Now, she's the teen singing sensation who shot to fame on the talent show The Kid's Voice. And this morning, Lucy Thomas.
Sweet, gentle breeze, you remind me of day.
A 14-year-old girl walks onto a stage. She opens her mouth and sings just one note. Suddenly, 3 famous judges spin their chairs around so fast, you'd think they saw a ghost. The entire audience falls completely silent. This wasn't just any ordinary audition. This was the moment Lucy Thomas changed everything. But here's the strange part. After that incredible night, Lucy Thomas seemed to disappear. No big record deals, no fancy music videos, no red carpet events. It's like she just vanished into thin air. So what really happened to the girl with the voice that made all of Britain stop and listen? The truth is way more interesting than you might think. Let me take you back to 2018. Lucy Thomas was just a regular teenager from Wigan, a small town in England. She lived with her family and went to school like any other kid. But Lucy had something special inside her that most people never get to experience. She had a voice that could make grown-ups cry. When Lucy stepped onto the Voice Kids UK stage, she didn't choose to sing a popular song like most kids her age would. Instead, she picked something that shocked everyone. She sang an aria from an Italian opera called Tosca. Now, if you don't know what an aria is, think of it as the most difficult and beautiful type of song you can imagine. It's the kind of music that usually only professional opera singers attempt. The moment Lucy started singing, something magical happened. Danny Jones from the band McFly, Pixie Lott, and will.i.am all turned their chairs around almost immediately. Their faces showed complete shock and amazement. They couldn't believe that such a powerful, mature voice was coming from someone so young. When the judges asked Lucy why she chose such a difficult song, her answer was simple but powerful. She said, "This is where I find myself." Those 6 words told everyone everything they needed to. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Despite giving what many consider one of the best performances in the show's history, Lucy didn't make it to the final. This shocked everyone who was watching. Many people started asking questions. Was the show choosing contestants who were more mainstream and pop-friendly instead of recognizing true talent? It seemed like the producers were playing it safe rather than celebrating something truly special. What most people didn't know at the time was that Lucy almost didn't audition for the Voice Kids UK at all. Her mother, Diana Thomas, was worried that being on television at such a young age would put too much pressure on Lucy. But a vocal coach convinced the family to let Lucy try out. The coach believed it would be a good way to see what Lucy was really capable of. Thank goodness they listened to that advice. After the semi-final, something strange happened. Lucy Thomas seemed to disappear from the spotlight completely. While everyone expected her to sign with a big record company or start appearing on other TV shows, the opposite happened. There was nothing. No announcements, no new performances, no interviews. It was like she had vanished. This silence went on for months, and people started to wonder what had happened to the girl with the incredible voice. Some thought maybe she had given up on music. Others wondered if the pressure had been too much for her. But the truth was completely different from what anyone imagined. Lucy and her family had made a very brave and unusual decision. Instead of signing with a major record label like most contestants do, they decided to do everything themselves. Lucy's mother became her manager, even though she had never done anything like that before. There was no professional team, no big marketing budget, and no fancy studio. Lucy started making music videos at home but Lucy didn't back down. She posted a video on Instagram where she said something that showed how mature and confident she had become. She said, "Music is emotion, not gender. If I feel the song, I will sing it." This response showed that Lucy had grown from a nervous 14-year-old into a young woman who knew exactly what she wanted to do with her music. Encore also marked another important milestone in Lucy's career. For the first time, she included an original song that she had written herself. The melody was soft and the lyrics were simple, but the song carried deep emotional meaning. Fans loved it and called it a gentle message for people who were feeling lost or confused. Lucy also started working with a professional producer named John Cohen, who had previously worked with famous classical crossover singer Katherine Jenkins. This collaboration significantly improved the quality of Lucy's recordings, especially the orchestral arrangements with strings and classical piano. But even with this professional help, Lucy maintained her independent approach. She still recorded at home, distributed her music digitally, and avoided big promotional campaigns. Here's something that might surprise you. After the success of Premiere, Lucy actually received an offer from a major American record label. This was the kind of opportunity that most young singers would jump at immediately. But Lucy and her family made an incredible decision. They turned it down. The reason was simple but showed incredible wisdom. Lucy's family wanted her to finish high school before considering any international expansion. Lucy herself said during a live stream, "I need time to grow up and figure out what I want." She understood that early success can sometimes make people lose their sense of direction, and she didn't want that to happen to her. While other contestants from talent shows were, for a singer, this is one of the worst things that can happen. Lucy was forced to stop singing completely, even during private rehearsals at home. Doctors advised her to rest her voice for at least 6 to 8 weeks and only return to singing under the supervision of a vocal specialist. All of her musical plans had to be put on hold. For a young artist who was building a successful career, this was devastating. Lucy later admitted that she had feared she might never sing the same way again. She wrote, "I once thought that if I lost my voice, I would lose myself. Every day was a battle between fear and hope. She didn't know if her voice would recover or if her dreams of making music were over." This absence from social media, combined with the fact that her record label also went quiet, made many people think that Lucy had decided to quit music altogether. Tabloid newspapers started running sensational headlines, asking if the angelic voice had put down the mic, and wondering if Lucy was living reclusively in Wigan. Some YouTube channels began creating videos, speculating that Lucy was having a mental breakdown. Reddit users spread rumors that she was considering quitting music because of the pressure from public expectations. Most of these posts had no real evidence, but they were widely shared because people were curious about what had happened to the girl who had captivated them when she was just 14. Instead of holding a press conference or making a big announcement, Lucy responded in a way that perfectly showed her character. She posted just one simple tweet that said, "I'm still here, just in the studio, not under the flash." It was gentle but firm, and it clearly reflected her unique way of handling public attention. After her recovery, Lucy began working with a vocal coach who specialized in helping singers recover from vocal cord injuries. But this comeback wasn't just about getting her voice back. It was a complete musical rebirth that showed everyone how much Lucy had grown as an artist and as a person. In September 2024, Lucy Thomas released her third album, Timeless. This time, most of the songs were original compositions that she had been working on during the 2 quiet years following her vocal injury. The change wasn't just in the content of the music, but in the way Lucy expressed herself. Her messages were more personal, more profound, and clearly showed her growth as both a person and an artist. The opening song, called Forever, quickly became the album's most talked about track. In a rare interview with BBC Music, Lucy revealed that she wrote the song to honor her grandmother, who had been the first person to teach her to sing hymns. Lucy said, "I still remember her humming in the kitchen. That song is both a thank you and a goodbye." The recording of this song was so emotional that Lucy broke into tears in the studio. A behind-the-scenes video showed her gripping the microphone with tears in her eyes, unable to continue singing. For the first time, she admitted that a song had made her lose her composure while recording. This showed everyone that Lucy's music was coming from a very real and deep place in her heart. Timeless marked a major evolution in Lucy's artistry. Moving beyond pure classical music, she blended rock ballads, cinematic scores, and light electronic elements to create a multi-dimensional sound. One song called Run with the Wind echoed the epic style of Hans Zimmer, who composes music for big movies. Another song called Lightkeeper reminded people of early Coldplay music. Lucy collaborated with young composers from Italy and France, including Roberto Manussi, who is known for scoring modern operas across Europe. This showed that Lucy was connecting with artists from. Another unexpected development came when Lucy's minimalist piano and cello cover of A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman went viral on TikTok. Within just 1 week of posting, the video garnered over 2 million views with thousands of comments from fans around the globe. This showed that Lucy's appeal wasn't limited to classical music fans, but could reach people of all ages and musical tastes. Without any large-scale promotional campaign, Timeless still surpassed 1 million streams on Spotify within its first month. The album's official recordings on YouTube received widespread praise, with many people commenting that Lucy's voice was no longer just a performance, but an emotional experience. But when the stage lights go out and the applause fades away, Lucy Thomas lives a surprisingly simple and normal life. She maintains a very private personal life that's completely different from the lifestyle of artists who frequently appear in the media. When she's not on tour, Lucy continues to live in her hometown of Wigan, Greater Manchester, in a small apartment with her parents. Lucy chooses to live like any other ordinary 21-year-old young woman. She goes grocery shopping, hangs out with friends, and enjoys simple pleasures. Few people know that her biological sister, Martha Thomas, is actually a prominent athlete. Martha is a forward for the England women's national football team and currently plays for Tottenham Hotspur Women. Even so, the two sisters rarely appear together at any public events. On Lucy's social media, there's only one post from 2023, congratulating Martha for scoring in an international match. In the comments, Martha left a heart emoji and wrote, "You're the real star of the family." This shows the close but private relationship the sisters maintain. Regarding her love life, Lucy holds a very clear stance. No public disclosure, no duet. The more people learn about Lucy's private life, the more they realize that her simplicity and privacy aren't part of some marketing strategy. They represent a conscious choice she made from the very beginning. In an entertainment world that's increasingly defined by media image and constant publicity, Lucy Thomas has chosen to step back in order to preserve the very thing that makes her truly special. A voice that's unburdened by gimmicks or artificial enhancement. Instead of attending prestigious music schools like the Royal College of Music or Guildhall, Lucy chose to learn through hands-on experience. She once shared that working directly with orchestras, producing content, managing post-production, and handling studio techniques helped her understand how music is actually made. She believes this is something that no traditional curriculum can fully teach. Many people initially called this approach amateurish, but the results have forced them to completely reconsider their opinions. On YouTube, Lucy's official channel surpassed 500,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. Meanwhile, her recordings on Spotify consistently maintain steady streaming numbers without the media hype bubble that quickly fades, as seen with many other young singers of her generation. One of the clearest signs of Lucy's lasting impact is the emergence of an international fan community. On Discord, Lucy's fans have created a dedicated server divided into language-based groups, including English, Spanish, French, Japanese, and even Vietnamese. There, they translate her lyrics, share personal reflections, and even organize online sessions to listen through her entire discography together. What makes this even more special is that Lucy herself occasionally joins these discussions anonymously, using an alternate account. Sometimes she sends emojis or brief thank you notes without ever revealing her ID. The answer comes not from the media or from fans, but from Lucy Thomas herself. In a January 2024 interview, she said, "I don't need fame to succeed. I want people to remember my voice, not my dress or some game show moment." Lucy's story proves an important point about success and authenticity. Not everyone who leaves the spotlight has failed. Some people step back not from fear, but from faith that true value lies beyond temporary applause. Those who avoid crowded paths are often the most noteworthy in the long run. Lucy Thomas hasn't vanished from the music world. She just didn't join the race that others consider inevitable. In a world where bright lights and constant attention seem like everything, she has chosen to let her voice speak for itself. Among viral trends and manufactured intensity, Lucy Thomas proves that silence combined with quality can still create the most beautiful sound of all. Her journey from a nervous 14-year-old on The Voice Kids UK to an independent artist with a global following shows that there are many different paths to success. Lucy chose the road less traveled, and it has made all the difference. She's proved that staying true to yourself, even when others don't understand your choices, can lead to something more meaningful and lasting than traditional fame. What do you think about the way Lucy Thomas has chosen to live and make music? Do you admire her for staying independent? Or do you think she should have taken the traditional path to stardom? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button and share this video with someone who needs to hear about following their own path. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell so you won't miss more powerful stories about artists who choose to step back in order to move forward. Sometimes the most beautiful voices are found not in the loudest places, but in the quiet spaces where authenticity lives.